something that Jen B tweeted this morning, and I was like, wow. Let me get it pulled up here. Let me go to my Twitter. The budget car rental that she rented, which was I'm not sure the year, but it was a Kia Rio. Okay. Let's see. Let me copy this link real quick. So she rents this car, right? And she picked it up on January 28th at 8:50 in the morning. Well, she just basically claimed that he was missing, right? The night before. And remember, she was talking about in that very first interview that he had went to a friend's house at dark. Okay? That's pretty quick. And her reasoning for getting the rental car was, well, if he sees us in our vehicles, then he's going to run scared. Okay? First of all, why would he be so scared that he would run? Second of all, the odometer states 955 miles. She returned the vehicle a day later at, I believe, 1:20 p.m. So, figure it up. That's 475 miles one way, 475 miles back. That's about 24 hours of drive time. And she returned the car 29 hours later. Where is Gannon? Plus, if she called the police and basically claimed that he was a runaway, I'm sure that the El Paso County Sheriff or the local PD told her, well, we can't really do anything right now if it's a runaway. So she knew that they probably weren't going to do anything just yet. So she knew she had some time to run with, right? Hey, Jinby, thanks so much for this link and this tweet. Dude, I'm ecstatic right now. I'm out of breath. I'm shaking. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need to share my screen. Hold on. I'm like, ah. All right. Okay, so check this out. And you've got people that are just so nitpicky. So here I said, so basically the stepmother drove 500 miles to a location the very next day at 8:50 a.m. And there's people do the math. I'm like, I did do the math. Okay, I rounded it up a little bit. Here's Jennifer. Letitia Stauch claims to have rented a Kia Rio in order to look for her stepson, so he wouldn't be scared and run if he saw her or her husband's vehicle. Did you think he was going to make it 955 miles on foot? Explain that, Letitia. So let's pull this up. All right, I'm going to zoom in on it for you guys. I don't know how good you all can see that, but this right here, look. Pickup date and time was January 28th, so the very next morning at 8:50 a.m. Okay? She's got unlimited miles, by the way. Let's look at this. Okay. When she received the car, it had 5 miles on it. Odometer in was 960, so she drove 955 miles. Well, if you're going to a location and back, that's exactly 475 miles, one way and then back. She returned it January 29th, 2020 at 1:20 p.m. So that's round about 29 hours. It takes about 12 hours to drive about 500 miles. Wow. And the fact that her story changed so much, right? I mean, completely. And you know how you all were talking last time I went live? No, it wasn't the day of the hike. It was the next day. It was Monday. Well, in her very first interview, I went back and listened. She said, well, there's rumors that Gannon was pushed off the hike and, that he said, they're saying, I don't know why they're saying he's dead. He's not dead. He's going to come home safe. He's okay, blah, 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 blah. Well, if there were, you should have said, how could he be pushed off the hike if it wasn't even the same day? Right? Exactly. So, thanks, Jen B. If you're just now turning in, Letitia Stauch has been arrested in what? In the Myrtle Beach area. Okay, on suspicion of murder in the Gannon Stout case. There will be a live press conference at noon, and that's noon Colorado time. So we've got a little while. We have got a little while. So, all right, what time is it right now? It's 12:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's 10:47 a.m. So we've got a little while. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I should stay live or if I should just, wait till the press conference. Any thoughts in the chat? You all are more than welcome. I don't want to be sitting here forever with not any extra news. You know what I'm saying? I hope she does too. This makes me very happy. It's 11 a.m. in Denver. Thanks, Antoinette. 1 hour from now. Is this correct? So noon. Yeah, 1 hour. So we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Oh my gosh. I'm like, my heart is fluttering. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know. This is almost as bad as figuring out and researching the Chris Watts case. I don't get in, like, I don't get so in depth with cases like this. Yeah, I'm going to. I just have to get this is still like wow factor for me. You all are hearing it, and I like to go over the stuff with you as soon as I hear it too. So I'm like, I don't get excited much. I just wish they had enlisted. Right, I know, right? I just wish they had enlisted the FBI to help a while ago because they have skills with interrogation. Exactly. Yeah, they know. They know. Ah, Katrina. Well, I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to jump the gun on suspicion of murder, okay? Suspicion of murder. We cannot say, no, we don't know yet. But if the news is already put out there, she's arrested on suspicion of murder. I doubt that they would even say the word murder. I'm sorry, you guys. Hopefully the news wouldn't do that, but they shouldn't do that if it's just speculation. I'm like, I can't even think straight right now. I don't know. But you know what? This right here was very, very telling. Her renting a car that very next morning after reporting he was a, quote, runaway. At 8:50 a.m. the very next morning, rents a car, drives 955 miles, returns it on January 29th at 1:20 p.m. A family spokesperson has released this info. Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I got strangled. Excuse me. All right. If there's any other links, you can put them in the chat. I'll grab them and I'll go there. If you can, just hold on. I've got to go in the kitchen real quick. I'll be right back, you guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. All right, I'm going to look in the chat. Suspicion of first degree murder. Okay, so if you're just now tuning in, Letitia Stauch, the stepmother of Gannon Stauch, has been arrested on suspicion of murder of 11-year-old Gannon Stauch. She was in the Myrtle Beach area in South Carolina on suspicion of first degree murder and will have to be extradited to Colorado to face charges. Local news just released an article. Okay. Jen or somebody, can you all post the link, please? Hold on. Let's just refresh. The 9 News is really good about putting this info. Let me mute this because this video, this is the older video. Okay. Why won't this go away? Go away. All right. It says it right here. Arrested on suspicion of first degree murder. And this was the article I just read. Maybe it was updated at 10:26 a.m. So just a few minutes ago. Originally published at 9:56 a.m. Okay, here we go. She was arrested in South Carolina on suspicion of first degree murder and will have to be extradited to Colorado to face charges. Wow. She was in South Carolina. Isn't that where Gannon's mom lives? The original article, yeah, it says suspicion of first degree murder. I don't know why they would say suspicion of first degree murder I don't understand how they can say that if he's still considered missing and not murdered. They would have to have a body, you would think. They are all from South Carolina. Okay. But his biological mom lives in South Carolina. They live in Colorado, correct? Oh my God. Shortly after her arrest, the sheriff's office tweeted that they will hold a press conference at noon at Centennial Hall to announce a major development in the case. And you know what? Somebody had said a couple days ago, I think it was the same day I went live, that just wait, there's going to be breaking news on this case. So I think they knew something back about a week ago or a few days ago. And, the fact that she said that there was blood in the garage, right? And that they turned the wood over. Why would you turn it over if you weren't trying to hide something? And she never would say the amount of blood. No body needed here in Blanchester, Ohio. A man was charged and convicted on murder. They never have found his girlfriend's body. Statistically, it just goes to show that the kid's always safer at home with the biological parents. Yeah, usually that is the case. Really, Katrina? Wow. Okay, so Letitia Stauch told investigators she lost Saul Gannon in the home. Yeah, I've already read all that. And I didn't know that that was the actual same day that the neighbor actually caught the surveillance video, the same day that she had that interview. That's odd. Let's see what this one says. This is where they searched the reservoir. Let's just watch this video. The search for a
Wildlife used a special remote controlled submarine to search a reservoir near the family's home today. The drone has sonar equipment attached to it that helps crews see if there's anything in the lake. Divers have not been called in to help, but more than 100 volunteers, 4 deputies on horseback, and.
Okay. Thanks so much, StreamYard, for the audio never working right on this platform. I want to formally thank you for that. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's get back. I'm going to start it over for you guys.
The search for 11-year-old Gannon Stauch intensified today, but there's still no sign of the missing boy who's been gone now for 10 days. They're now searching a reservoir for any clues. 9 News reporter Mark Salinger is in Colorado Springs tonight with the latest on that search.
The lights on the street where Gannon Stauch lives are all blue, a show of his favorite color, with the hope that he'll soon come home and see them. As the snow continues to fall here in Colorado Springs, it's another night that the Stauch family wonders where their son is. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office, with the help of Colorado Parks and Wildlife, used a special remote controlled submarine to search a.
I'm going to mute. Let me see if it still echoes, guys, or see if y'all can still hear it.
Attached to it that helps crews.
Okay, thanks.
Last time, it's because there's certain equipment that we were able to get from our.
I know why, and if there's an echo, I know why.
The El Paso County Sheriff's Office says this is still a missing endangered child case, and there are no suspects related to Gannon's disappearance. They say the investigation into the case and the efforts to find him are taking place simultaneously. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office says they've gotten 280 tips in relation.
I'm gonna fix it, guys.
Disappearance. Yesterday we saw a crime lab in front of the house here. Tonight it's all quiet. In Colorado Springs, I'm Mark Salinger, 9 News.
Oops, didn't mean to play that one. All right, hold on. I'm going to fix the echo and the sound, guys. Yeah, I know. I didn't have time to go and adjust anything. Sorry. I'm going to fix it. Don't worry. Okay, let's see. Just bear with me, guys. I'm still literally shaking, you guys. This is... Oh, let's just pray there's justice in this case, guys. Pray, pray, pray. Is that any better on the sound? Is it still really loud? Type of 1 if it's better. If it's not, type of 2. No sound. Okay. No sound. Sounds good. No sound. Type of 1. Okay. Is that lower? Okay, sounds great. Okay. I just turned it down just a little bit. Okay. We're going to have to play with the audio again. Let me redo this real quick. I might mute out for just a second. Hold on. Oh, gosh. I'm just going to play this video, and you all tell me if you can hear it. Okay, guys? All right. Type a 1 if you can hear this video. I don't even know what this is.
Our next question comes from a viewer named Gigi. She saw our story last night about Denver City Council looking at a...
Is there still an echo?
Gigi wants to know, if people order groceries in advance for pickup, will they have to pay the fee?
Is there an echo? Type a 1 if there's an echo. Type a 2 if there's no echo.
Say, even if you pick up your groceries after ordering them online,
or just say it's good. It's okay.
So you sent us a slew of comments about this bag fee idea this week.
No echo. Awesome. Sweet.
Let's just say that the public comment session wasn't popping. What exactly did they expect holding a public comment?
Yay. Okay. All right. I meant to save this picture. I'll save it later. All right. Let's go back to Twitter and let's see what they're saying there. I find that Twitter is actually better as far as news than Facebook. Okay, Mickey Shaw. So, the stepmother in the Gannon Stauch case has been arrested on suspicion of first-degree murder. She was arrested in South Carolina and she's going to have to be extradited to Colorado. So we're not sure if they have a body yet. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce this name. This is totally off topic, but just in breaking news, Iran Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei advisor is dead of the coronavirus. You can try Googling that with how I said it. Just look up Iran Supreme Leader, dead of coronavirus. First degree, not second. That's correct. She has been arrested. Letitia Stauch, the stepmother of Gannon Stauch, has been arrested on suspicion of first-degree murder. She was arrested in South Carolina. Let's pull up this right here. Let's open it up in a new tab. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, so this one doesn't say first degree. This just says murder charge. Family spokesperson said the stepmother of Gannon Stauch, the 11-year-old boy who disappeared more than a month ago, was arrested. The family spokesperson said Letitia Stauch was arrested in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, facing charges of first-degree murder. Letitia said she last saw Gannon between 3:15 and 4 on the 27th, heading to a friend's home. There's going to be a news conference at 12 p.m. noon Colorado time. And that is 44 minutes away. I swear it's like watching a water pot trying to boil. It's just like this time is going so slow. News 13 will stream this news conference on our website here and on our Facebook. So I'm going to go ahead and have that open in a new tab just because I know I have that link right now. So, oh my goodness. Let's go back to Twitter and see what else we can find. One new result. Yes, Sarah, I agree. This is taking the turn we all feared. Apparently, the stepmom has been arrested. Oh, I know why there's an echo. This is up in YouTube. All right. Let me make sure this is saved. Save. All right. Okay. Has anyone said whether the Pope is just sick or did he catch the coronavirus as well? I haven't heard anything. You know what, Maui? Okay, Michelle. Honestly, I've listened to that video of him crying many, many times. Let me just tell you, I think that was done on purpose. I think she wanted to put that out as a cover up. She was trying to cover her butt. You could tell that she basically, it sounded like she had been reading a script when she was making that video. And I'm sorry, I don't have Facebook on my phone. I don't know if videos automatically post or not. Why would she even post that? Is that fake news? It was just on Facebook, breaking news. That's what it said. It said Iran's supreme leader. No, not the Pope. Iran's supreme leader. It's not fake news. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting texts as I'm speaking. This is crazy stuff, guys. She did sound desperate, correct. I'll admit she sounded desperate, and it was an obvious desperate move. Yeah, the fact that she kept like she had already said something to him. She had already questioned Gannon. She said, "Let me ask you again." So the poor boy was obviously hurting. He was crying hysterically. She'd already been questioned, and she made him pinky swear. And then at the very end of that video, he said, "I'm bleeding." The advisor of the leader is dead. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm getting texts in breaking news. She was arrested. So thanks everybody for keeping me on track with this stuff. First thing I do in the morning is look up to see if there's anything about this case. Let's look up Iran. Let's look up Iran real quick, just while we're waiting. Advisor to Iran's supreme leader dies after contracting coronavirus. Advisor to Iran's supreme leader. Top Iranian official dies. So this is what I heard. Top Iranian official. Okay. So now we're getting word that it was the advisor to Iran's supreme leader. Look at this. This doesn't say advisor. This says Iranian supreme leader. So which one is it? Okay. Check this out. See how conflicting the news can be? Look, advisor to Iran's supreme leader dies. an advisor to Iranian supreme leader. But this one says Iran supreme leader. Let's take a screenshot of this stuff. Wow. Got it. Mm-mm. I'm not sure about the health minister. So, yeah, the title of this live is Letitia Stauch arrested on suspicion of first-degree murder of 11-year-old Gannon Stauch. She was found in South Carolina. She will have to be extradited to Colorado, and they may have already extradited her. I'm not sure the process. It all depends on the state and when she was actually arrested. So let's go back to Twitter and look at, all right, so look. Yeah, I remembered seeing this. This was a video from where the actual crime lab was back at the Gannon Stauch home on Wednesday. They're saying that it is possible that police gathered enough information at the house that led to this new development. I'm not going to play this video. It just shows a van backing up. 6 new results. There she is, guys. Stepmom of missing child, Gannon Stauch arrested. The stepmom of missing 11-year-old boy, Gannon Stauch, has been arrested on. They need to put suspicion of murder charges in connection with his disappearance. All right, I'm putting my phone on mute, guys. It just keeps blowing up. Sorry. Let's see what they say. I mean, I'd say this is all the same article, but you never know. And I've got the tab open to where they're going to be playing the press conference. So it should automatically play. I'll randomly check it, though. Okay, so this one does not say suspicion on murder charges. Here we go, Jen. What are you saying? They did load a large object. They did. It was wrapped in the brown paper into the back of one of the crime scene vans at the last visit. They sure did. It was actually 2 different items. No, I'm sorry, 3 different items. And then they also had a cone, one of those orange cones with them. I would say, Screen Learning, I'd say you're absolutely 100% correct. There should be an automatic conversion from missing child to murder charge. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. We don't know if he was really bleeding or not. We're, supposedly the story was he cut his foot in the garage that night. She bandaged it up while he was sitting on the bumper of the car, and he was good to go. And I thought of something else too. When the police arrested them in the store, they put the stepsister, okay, the 17-year-old Harley, okay, they put her in handcuffs because they wanted the keys to her car, not the truck, unless they thought that the truck was hers, okay? But, like I told somebody earlier, the police don't necessarily speculate when they're putting somebody in handcuffs. They really wanted the keys to her car, Harley's. She is in custody in Myrtle Beach. Yes. She is facing first-degree murder charges. Thanks, Mia. Appreciate it. I actually have that on my channel. The video of Gannon. I believe it was one of the first videos that I did on Gannon. He's crying hysterically. You can obviously hear he's in pain. A mother knows when a child is in pain, regardless of what age. There's just that sound from the time that they are a baby till the time, you just know. You've got the hurt cry, you've got the hungry cry, you've got the upset cry, you know. So, all right, let's find that video. Oh my gosh. I'm getting it for you guys. I am just beside myself. You keep listening and researching, and you get so in tune, and you almost feel as if you know these people, and you feel a certain connection. And when something like this happens, you're just like, you don't know whether to be happy because there might be justice, or sad to think what exactly this little boy, this sweet little innocent boy, went through. Oh gosh. So many emotions. I can't imagine what his mama and his daddy and his siblings are going through. Okay, so I'm looking. Okay, that's not it. Let's see if this is it. Okay, this is the video with her interview. Is that the same one? Let's see. Hold on.
it a different way if YouTube's not going to.
It wasn't a very long video, so it's going to be kind of hard for me to find really quick. Okay, I don't think this one's it. It's the other one. Hold on.
I'm going to just read this for you, okay? The picture.
Okay, and this one. Okay, I found it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right. Okay, here. I found the video. There is the correct timestamp, and then I'm also going to put it here so we can watch it.
Dan, I promise this is the last time I want to ask you. I'm just freaked out, okay? Are you sure you didn't do it on purpose? Hey, you did it. Okay, you promise. You promise. Pinky promise. Okay, alright, so, listen. All right, we're going to have to sell stuff to fix it, okay? So, we figure out what we're going to sell. We can sell the sofa. We can sell whatever. Because we got to get it fixed already. Don't be mad at us and kick us out of the house. Okay? You got it?
Did y'all hear that? It sounded like he said, I'm bleeding. Do you want to hear it again or no? Here, let's go back. Listen very closely at the very end.
You got it?
How awful. How awful. You want me to play it again? I think I caught him standing there. That picture that you were looking at while it was playing, that's Gannon standing right there. He's got a black t-shirt on, black hair.
I'm just freaked out, okay? Are you sure you didn't do it on purpose? Hey, you did it. Okay, you promise. You promise. Pinky promise. Okay, alright, so, listen. All right, we're going to have to sell stuff to fix it, okay? So, we figure out what we're going to sell. We can sell the sofa. We can sell whatever. Because we got to get it fixed already. Don't be mad at us and kick us out of the house. Okay? You got it?
He's in pain. Yeah, a mother knows when they're in pain. I think there's a little bit of, he's scared there. He's scared. He was tormented. Sounds shockingly traumatized. Yes. Bless his little heart. Sell the sofa, right. That poor baby doll. Let me ask you all this that have Facebook mobile, okay, because I no longer have it. How do you share a video to Facebook? Can you set it to automatically post if you record a video? Can you set it to automatically record? I would really hate for that to happen, but you have to know when you're posting something. Allegedly, that was leaked and then it was deleted. Okay. We've got about, let's see, right at 34 minutes. Not on Facebook, okay? Yes, it can go live. But you know if it's going live or not, though, right? It could be. Yep. She claims, or this is the rumor, okay? She mentioned woodworking tools in the garage and that he cut his foot. But she never actually stated how he cut his foot. She said that something about a candle falling over in the basement and there was a fire. And that was the same night that this happened, yet he went to a friend's house. Supposedly, they went on a hike after that, which was the next day. Okay. I think he possibly was last seen on the 26th, not the 27th. Because they said he missed school. I'm thinking he went missing on the 26th, not the 27th. Because nothing adds up. Yeah, and you know what? I was thinking, Mia, if there was a burn that happened, I don't think there would be much blood on that. You know, you don't typically bleed when you burn. You know? Yes, Red Rum, she is a poor excuse for a mother. Do you all want to watch the initial interview with her? And then we can watch this. I don't have the second interview. It was just on Crime Online. But we can watch the first initial interview with her. And, you know, kind of look at it with a different perspective now since she has been arrested. You know, we can watch it and look at it with open eyes, or with a new set of eyes, basically, because we might be able to catch more things than, I don't know how much more we can catch, because as soon as I seen that, I thought, oh, wow. I think, I don't want to say, but let's just say I have my thoughts, okay? I have my thoughts as to who was involved and why. He did not cut himself. It could have been the daughter dressed in Gannon clothes. She's shorter than her mom. He did not cut himself. That was excuse for her to use it, that they found his blood. And why would she turn the wood over? He bled on the wood, and then we turned it over. That was in a Facebook DM to somebody else. I don't know why she was in South Carolina. You know, supposedly they're from South Carolina, like all of them. And okay, so is Bio Mom, is she living in South Carolina at the moment, or was it North Carolina? I can't remember if it was North or South. I'm thinking South Carolina. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she knew she was going to be arrested and wanted to see her family before she got arrested. I don't know. But they have to have pretty clear-cut evidence to arrest you in another state. I will say that. Do y'all want to watch the first interview? Let's do that. We've got enough time. It's about 16 minutes long, so we've got enough time. All right. No more. My share button is. Here we go. I think she told on herself by changing her story way too many times.
All right, let's analyze this interview real quick, and then I'll end this.
Oh, no, I've got it on a different one. I've got it on that same video. Let's go back.
Part of the investigation since the very first time you were the last person to see him.
Go back. Right here.
You are.
I am Tisha Stauch, which is Gannon's stepmother.
You've been a part of the investigation since the very first time. You were the last person to see him. Is that right?
Correct.
What did you see when you last saw him?
Well, I'm not allowed to talk about anything with the case. I would more so be willing to talk about how the community needs to have faith and continue to work together and not make these false accusations, like the things that have been said that I've disappeared from the community. I haven't been there to help, but there's lots of reasons behind that.
Reasons like death threats, right?
Right. Death threats are one of them. My family's getting lots of death threats.
Yes, he was seen on the 27th getting into the truck, but I think the incident happened the night before.
My husband's ex-wife is living in our home.
That's just my
Of course, I'm
personal
not coming
opinion.
home to do these things and to help with the family when I was kind of like told I couldn't.
I don't think he was ever a runaway. I don't ever think he went to a friend's house.
Police department, you know, and doing an investigation, I was told I wasn't complying. And can I elaborate on that?
Please do.
Yes. So I asked for an attorney during the interview, and I was denied that by them. I was held because they were blocking the door, and I was told I couldn't leave. And if I would have touched them, they would have probably, said I still wasn't complying or said I was, trying to run away or something. But during the interview, I asked several times, could I stop the interview? Could I get an attorney? Could I stop the interview? Could I get an attorney? I was denied. I was told I couldn't get nothing to drink. I couldn't go to the bathroom.
No.
I mean, it was continuously.
Okay. So there's been speculation that there is a bandage on her hand in these interviews. I looked at it very closely. There's the hoodies that you can wear that have the holes in the sleeve, and both of the sleeves of that hoodie has that. There's no bandage at all. No bandage. Just wanted to let you all know that. I maybe should have commented on, there was a Twitter post or a Facebook post, I think. I don't have the option of posting on Facebook. I can just look at it. I use an account that was made up for my son to log into Minecraft. So, plus most of the group posts you have to join, and I didn't want to join any of them under his account. I should probably make a Facebook account for my channel, but was it Twitter? Okay. But yeah, there was speculation that she had a bandage. So I did look at that very closely. It was the type of sweatshirt that have the holes in the sleeve right at the end. So here we go.
That my constitutional rights were violated.
And that's why you say that they said then you weren't cooperating with the investigation.
That's why they said I wasn't cooperating at that time, correct?
And why did you ask for an attorney at the time?
Well, I asked for an attorney at the time because there was one individual, there was two really good
Awesome,
detectives,
Mia.
So I'm not, going to talk bad about detectives. But the tactics they started to get when I would answer questions, they try to, they're detectives. They're supposed to twist. The one main goal is to find Gannon. But during that time, some of those things made me feel uncomfortable the way they were saying things. So I immediately stopped and felt like an attorney would help me with some of the vocabulary and things like that I needed help with and understanding some of the things that they were asking.
Here's to what has become a huge online presence of people obviously trying to do the right thing, help find Gannon. I think that's a couple big stuff. Have you seen any of those from TikTok?
Yeah, and that's one of the main things we haven't been around in the public eye because I didn't want to expose my family to it if all these things were going on. There was comments about Gannon getting pushed off the hike, and there was comments about this, and that's just not true. I took care of Gannon for the last 2 years in our home because his mother didn't want to do it. And I would never, ever hurt this child. And I know there's some questions out there about, okay, so tell me what happens. That's up to investigations when they end up letting you guys know. But I've cooperated with them, even to the point that we were held with a gun. And my daughter, a 17-year-old who served our country in the United States Air Force, who has never committed a crime or done anything wrong in her life, was put in handcuffs over the keys that was in her purse so they could take her car.
And they weren't in there.
They weren't even in her car. I mean, in her purse. They were in my pocket.
You originally didn't even know it was the law enforcement officer.
I didn't know it was a law enforcement officer because when he
They didn't identify themselves as law enforcement. I wonder what store they were shopping in when they were arrested. See, listen, they wanted to get the keys to her daughter's car.
cooperated with them, even to the point that we were held with a gun. And my daughter, a 17-year-old who serves our country in the United States Air Force, who has never committed a crime or done anything wrong in her life, was put in handcuffs over the keys that was in her purse so they could take her car.
But the keys were in her
They weren't
pocket.
even in her car. I mean, in her purse. They were in my.
See, she can't even tell a story right. She was put in handcuffs over the keys that were in her purse. Then she changes it and says, but they weren't even in her purse. They were in my pocket. What? I'm sorry, what? Yeah, the daughter was covering for her. Most definitely.
My pocket.
You originally didn't even know.
Listen to that again.
With a gun, and my daughter, a 17-year-old who served our country in the United States Air Force, who has never committed a crime or done anything wrong in her life, was put in handcuffs over the keys that was in her purse.
No.
So they could take her car.
And they weren't.
They weren't even in her car. I mean, in her purse. They were in my pocket.
You originally didn't even know it was law enforcement.
I didn't know it was a law enforcement officer because when he came out, I guess he was putting his jacket on. It wasn't necessarily his fault. He was adjusting and happened to catch me. But I saw the gun and I panicked originally and kind of thought, oh gosh, who's this guy? And then once I realized it was the sheriff's office, I was totally okay. But they still had a gun and told me they were going to shoot me. But I was really concerned about my daughter, asking why she was being detained in handcuffs and things like that, when that shouldn't even happen for a child. That shouldn't happen for someone who was standing inside of a store shopping because we couldn't have any clothes because all of our clothes were here. If the kid here got clothes, we would be harassed. So she went to purchase some underwear and things like that and was putting the handcuffs in the store.
Let me know if the sound goes out, guys. Did the sound go out?
Okay, yeah, sounds like we're good. Every once in a while, my mic's up and down. Make sure it's not happening here. I should try to clarify here, not necessarily crime rates, but the way that people are reacting online to rumors about you with the service.
Oh yes, wow. The rumors have gotten so bad. I pretty much have been told at least 10 different ways.
Did you all notice how her voice completely changed when she knows that camera's on? Very, very telling. And, of course, they cut right there. So no telling what they talked about when that camera was just cut just for a second. The fact that she had to actually come back on, yeah, I knew it. Cut out. The fact that she had to come back on and said, Gannon, we love you. She wasn't even initially going to say that. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't even going to say that.
That these people have these conspiracy theories. I guess they watch a lot of law shows and maybe they have all these theories on how Gannon is dead. And that's what they're saying. So I'm like, why are you saying Gannon is dead? He is not dead. We are going to find Gannon. And that's the main goal that we all have. My family has. Just because you haven't seen us, we have that same goal. We've been out searching. My aunt has been out searching. My family has been out searching. We all have been doing that together so that we can protect each other.
How does it feel when not only you have a lost child that you are in care of, but then people blaming you for that child?
I'm just ready for Gannon to come home. Most importantly, for him to see his family. But second, I am going to be so ecstatic when I'm able to say to people that I hope they have a really sincere apology for all these theories that have came out online, for all the things they said that I have done or people have done. I just want everyone to know that we're going to find Gannon. And I love him so much. I've helped taking care of him for so long.
Can you talk to me a little bit about him? I don't know him.
Gannon is so kind, and he loves to play video games. That's one of his favorite things. He loves Sonic and Mario, and he's always helpful. And he was always so helpful with the dogs around the house, and we have 2 little cute dogs. And he was always like a person I could say, Gannon, can you go do this? And he would do it right away. Sometimes with kids we have to remind them and things like that. That's okay. But
I'm sorry.
he was so sweet.
No, it's okay. What was your question? I'll have to.
Are you okay? And
I'm not.
such a kind.
I'm not purposely ignoring your question, David. I didn't see it. Let me go back and look. Okay, I'm going back through the chat, David. I do not see where you have said anything. I'm sorry. I don't see anything. You can go ahead and leave. Have a good day. Somebody boot him, please. Thank you.
Hard.
I know you just said that you can't say anything about the investigation, so you can just say so if you can't answer this. But is there anything we can hear about the hike? Was there a hike? That just seems like rumors right now.
You know what? Could we bring my daughter up here? Because she can go and say that, you know, she came home from work after the hike and she can verify that Ganna was at our home.
Okay, yeah, that's fine with me. If she doesn't want to, that's okay, but you're like. Not an okay so far?
Yes. I need Harley. Because they want you to verify was Ganna at home after the hike. Because you didn't go to the hike, but you came home from work. Yes. No, just answer the question. Yes, you came home from work and you could verify Ganna was at home.
I agree, Tanya.
I told her she didn't have
Tony,
to do it,
sorry.
that she is still,
Tony.
you know, a child, but I want to make sure
I agree.
that someone knows that there's another person to verify that Ganna.
Sure.
Does she need to hold this?
Sorry.
So I came home later that evening. I was at work, and I can verify that he was there that night.
So there was a hike that you guys went on, but then you guys came home.
Yes.
Where'd you guys went?
Garden of the Gods.
No, it's not.
Garden of the Gods. Interesting. I wonder if they looked into that Black Forest. I heard that was a pretty deep spot. And that was, I'm not sure how many miles it was, but it was up from the actual lake that they were searching in, was Black Forest. Very dense forest. Very icky, creepy looking forest as well. It's beautiful there. Okay. Scripted dialogue. Yes, Ben Woodsman.
I guess
And then we ate Burger King afterwards, so, you know.
there you go.
Yeah.
And then it just was, I'm going to go to my friend's house. And that was just, I'm off to go to my friend's house.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to, like, comment on that anymore, and for that reason is because some things have been turned and twisted. And, you know, that was one of those stories you were talking about where people say things. We had to hear things like who would let their child go out at dark and things like that. And that's just why I don't want to answer that. If I had to give, I'm not going to say that part.
That's okay.
Never mind.
That's right.
I can say that out.
I understand that it gets tricky with
Yeah.
stuff. Do you feel like, I asked you what I need to, do you feel like this is going to help kind of turn the tide of
Listen to her.
what feels like a witch hunt, in my opinion?
I hope there's a camera. Okay. I think that a lot of people can see that I'm not missing.
Another key sign is if you listen closely to any other interviews from here on out or any past interviews, notice when the pitch goes up in their tone. Okay? Pay attention. That's usually a telltale of a lie. If you notice, she just said, "Oh, am I still on camera?" And then she automatically gets louder. Right. She's got some nerve. Listen again.
What feels like a witch hunt, in my opinion?
I hope there's a camera. Okay. I think that a lot of people can see that I'm not missing and see that I am being cooperative. But to me, it's okay.
No, you're not missing. He is.
The way someone thinks about me, I don't have a problem with that. My main thing is I would never want someone to think that I would hurt Ganna or any of the children in our home, because that's just not the case. I've spent my whole entire life working so hard in education. There was even things online that was talking about my education license, and I shouldn't even be a teacher. And
I'll look into that internet. Thank you.
On a military move, and I didn't finish up my contract, so I gave up my.
We've got about 14 minutes, guys, for the press conference.
With any criminal activity, you know, or any of those things, and it just got blown out of proportion on my professional status. You know?
Do you feel like these are just internet detectives who think they know what they're doing?
It definitely is. And, you know, here's the thing that kind of saddens me. It's like, if you're going to talk about someone like that and have a witch hunt out for them, why would you even care, like, about doing those things? Because this is a child. You're telling me that you're just as mean, you're just as hateful to talk about someone else like that. That's how I feel. Like, we just should not. We should all come together and wait till the end and see what happens, because Gannon's going to come home.
Any message for Gannon?
The message for Gannon I have is,
This makes me sick.
when you get here, you'll be able to truly tell what happened. And then I really hope I get a sincere apology from everyone who has made
All about
these
her.
things, especially from my husband.
We just wanted to add a message to Gannon from my family. Is that we love you.
This part was cut. He had to literally, as a reporter, I would bet you money that he said, hey, you might want to put a little bit of emotion behind this interview. Yeah. That was cut. He zoomed in. Those are crocodile tears.
And we hope that you come home soon. Again, I can't wait till you can come home and let everyone know that you're okay. We love you.
We love you. So fake. I wouldn't be able to even speak straight. Show us your eyes. Look at the camera. I mean, she had sunglasses on. You know? All right, so I'm going to go to Twitter. Let's see if there's anything else. DA Dan May is among those present here at the Gannon Stauch press conference, scheduled to kick off here in about 13 minutes. We're about to head into final mic checks for TV. Awesome. Good going, Jennifer. Stepmom arrested. All right, so right here is where they're going to have the press conference, and right here they're going to stream it live on this page. Okay, so check this out. Gannon 11 has been missing since January 27th. The sheriff's office has received hundreds of tips regarding his disappearance. They've searched multiple locations across El Paso County during the month-long investigation. Most recently, now this is key, they don't typically put this in articles if they don't already know something. Most recently, investigators were spotted in the area of Highway 105 and Highway 83 on Saturday. My feeling is this is a key location right here. All right? This is a key location. Highway 105 and 83. Okay? Penn Woodsman, I'm sorry. Yeah, I see that, Jen. Thanks. Somebody else had already said that as well. She knew she was guilty. Yes. Very, very secluded. Very. 500 miles out somewhere. Oh, you know what? Let's do something real quick. We've got a little bit of time. I want to check something. Hmm. Where's my directions? I have no idea. It's not letting me do directions. What the heck? Okay, can one of you all... I don't want to miss this press conference at all. Can one of you all go into maps and search how far the distance is between Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina? Yeah, Streamlabs is. Thanks, Kay. Appreciate it. I did just check my text. I can't pull it up, though, on my phone. You'll have to send it to me on Twitter. Ooh, that looks like forest. $1,726 miles. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to read this. Somebody posted on one of the Facebook groups, okay? It says, I apologize if I have missed this, but I've been looking everywhere that could show how far she could have went in any direction when they left the house. I finally found one. This is drive time with a few added for if she were speeding, posted by a dad's friend. Now, this does not include time spent at Petco, just where in all directions of which way she could have went. To have time to go there and back home. All shaded areas are possible, but darker areas are more probable since lighter would have literally had time to drive there and back. I feel the Tuesday rental was just a send on a wild goose chase. The deed was done Monday, I feel. The lady is asking anyone with surveillance to check your rings if you live in this shaded area, anywhere in it, from the time left until she comes back. I'd like a map like this with time leaving Petco and returning, but I'm not tech savvy. With her looking out the door the first time there, I feel he was still in the car the first time. Just my thought. I thought the map would be a good idea to get citizens in the area to know it's possible for them to maybe have something they don't know about. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes, so I will look at this here in a little bit. Thanks so much, Kay, for sending that. Okay, all right. Explains rental car. Yeah, I've already went over that. All right. Let's get this party started on this press conference. Where are you? All right. I'm guessing it's going to be here. Let's go to live. News. Watch live. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and, okay, here we go. It's flickering really bad. I don't know why. They could be having some issues. That looks like it's my screen. Hold on. See. Okay, so this one isn't flickering. Is that the same one? All right, let's look at this one. Here we go. Let's do this one because this one's not flickering. I don't know what that was. It must be Fox 13. Weird. Let's do this one. I'll make it bigger once it starts. It was flickering on the other one. This one right here. It was, see? This one is flickering. Crazy. Look at that. You can't see that flicker? Watch. Watch it make a liar out of me. It was flickering bad. Oh my gosh, so you all can't see that. It's flickering on my end. Wow. Totally weird. I'm not going to watch that one. That one's flickering on my end, guys. Sorry. They're both streaming, so it has not started yet. It's just like buffering. So, did you see it? It is weird. The whole screen was like flickering. It's just waiting. We're waiting. Let me refresh.
Yeah, Cynthia Kaufman, a family spokesperson for the Stauch family, she is telling us Gannon's stepmother, Letitia Stauch, has been arrested for first-degree murder.
This is breaking news, and the El Paso County Sheriff's Office has confirmed that there has been a major development in the case of Gannon Stauch, but they have not released what that is. They're about to hold a press conference, which we will take momentarily.
We're just waiting for them to begin. So we want to catch you up with what's been going on. Let's listen in right now.
District Attorney Michael Allen. We will not be taking any questions at the conclusion of the press conference. However, I will be reading a statement from Gannon may not speak. Please respect the family's request for privacy as they begin to absorb and process the devastating news they have received today. Sheriff Elder.
Thanks, Jackie. Welcome, everybody. Today marks 5 weeks since the investigation into the disappearance of Gannon Stauch. We're holding the press conference to update you on some significant developments. While we've yet to locate Gannon, this morning, just after 8 o'clock a.m. East Coast time, Letitia Stauch was taken into custody in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina without incident by law enforcement officers from the El Paso County Sheriff's Office, the Denver and Columbia divisions of the FBI, the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina Police Department, the Horry County, South Carolina Police Department, and Sheriff's Office. Letitia will be held without bond in the J. Reuben Long Detention Center in Horry County, South Carolina, where she will remain until she's extradited back to Colorado Springs on the following charges. Charge 1, murder in the first degree of a child under 12 years of age by a person in a position of trust. Child abuse resulting in death. tampering with a deceased human body, and tampering with physical evidence. I cannot stress enough what a difficult time this has been for Gannon's family. Like Jackie said, they provided a written statement, but they will not, and they won't be providing any interviews at this time, and I ask that you protect their privacy. This has been a rapidly developing and highly complex investigation, and it underscores the importance of teamwork in the law enforcement agents in our community. While our hope is always that tragic cases like this never happen, it is precisely why the extremely close relationships we enjoy with our local, state, and national law enforcement partners becomes the most important. The list of people from around the country that have worked many, many long hours and invested themselves so deeply is long and impressive. I offer my sincere thanks to each and every one of you for all that you've done in the investigative efforts so far. The safety of the citizens of this community is the top priority to all of us standing before you today. We'd like to thank the thousands of members of this community for your compassion, your kindness, and your thoughtfulness, your generosity, and your support while we've taken on the tireless search efforts over the past 5 weeks. On behalf of the Sheriff's Office, all of the investigators, the staff, the volunteers involved in this investigation from all over the United States, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to Gannon's family and friends. There is no way to express the depth of our sympathy, and our hearts break for you. But I make this promise: this team will continue its work. These partners will remain steadfast and diligent until the conclusion and final prosecution of this case. We will not stop, and this investigation has only begun. Letitia's arrest photograph will be made available to the media as soon as we can following the press conference. Jackie will have the details, and now I will turn the microphone over to Lieutenant Mitch Mahalka.
Good afternoon. We will not be going into detail about the information in the investigation which ultimately resulted in the arrest of Letitia. But I can tell you that this has been a methodical, time-consuming, multi-state operation with investigators working nearly around the clock to find Gannon. There have been thousands of hours of investigation and search efforts. This includes large-scale searches, in addition to small, specific searches with drones, horses, canines, and other resources. While we have not yet found Gannon, information has been developed that is helping us narrow our search. As you can see from the arrest, sadly, we do not believe Gannon is alive. Our work is only just beginning, and you will continue to see many law enforcement officials in El Paso County over the coming weeks and possibly months as we continue our relentless pursuit of justice for Gannon and his family. On behalf of the investigators and staff involved in this investigation, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and the friends of Gannon. The death of a child is something no parent should ever have to endure. This case has not just been an investigation for us. This case has become very personal and will forever remain in our hearts. We will continue to work closely with the 4th Judicial District Attorney's Office, the FBI, and other partners to the conclusion of this investigation. At this time, I'd like to turn this over to FBI Denver Division Special Agent in charge, Dean Phillips.
Mia, can you send me that on Twitter, honey, please? I can't click on it.
Thank you for being here today. On behalf
I'm sorry.
of the men and women of the FBI, all the special agents,
Did she confess, you guys, you think?
staff, and our task force officers, we express our deepest condolences to the family, the friends, and the loved ones of you. To the press, I also ask that you give the family space and time in order to process the information that they're dealing with now. To the community, thank you for your patience and understanding, for your assistance, and for the support you provided to the law enforcement community as we've worked through this investigation. The law enforcement community, I want to recognize in particular the El Paso County Sheriff's Office, the Colorado Springs Police Department.
I'm having trouble hearing it too.
Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Our partners are task force partners in Pueblo, the Pueblo PD, Pueblo County Sheriff's Office, and the Colorado State Patrol. All of these agencies have worked tirelessly and seamlessly together throughout this investigation. Although this is not the outcome for which we had hoped, we continue to work this aggressively, and we will continue to work it through to the end. As far as the FBI is concerned, we've brought significant resources to bear, to include agents, special agents, investigative analysts, technical support, evidence response teams, and behavioral analysis unit support. But we are not done. We will be here with our partners to the end. We will continue to help law enforcement and the prosecutors see this to the very end. And know this, when it comes to the loss of a child, the FBI will always bring all available and logical resources to bear to help our law enforcement partners when called. We will answer the call. To the community, I want to tell you that at this point, all the evidence points to Gannon's disappearance being the result of foul play, but we have no reason to believe that there is any information or intelligence indicating a threat to other children in the community. Thank you very much.
This is not the outcome that anybody here wanted. We wish today, as we were standing here, that we had little Gannon with us to be able to present to our community still alive and doing well. Unfortunately, that's not the situation. As you've heard, an arrest warrant was issued for first-degree murder of Gannon in this case. Unfortunately, we've had to get to know the family now as part of our prosecution family, and they'll be with us for the next many months going forward. It's an unfortunate thing that we are here today. I do want to thank all those who've been involved. The FBI has been amazing. John Cronin, who's the special agent in charge here in Colorado Springs, has spent literally his team 24/7 for weeks across this country. We could not have done this without their support. Bill Older's team has been fabulous in terms of their work, working tirelessly again 24/7 for many weeks, hoping we would find Gannon. Unfortunately, we are not. Colorado Springs Police Department, Kevin Clark, came over, and it's been amazing the work that he has done, which I understand he may get special recognition from the FBI in terms of what he's done on this case. My lead prosecutor on this case has been Michael Allen. He will continue to be the lead prosecutor throughout this case. And with that, I'd like to introduce him to fill you in on some of the things we expect going forward.
I want to let everybody know that the affidavit in this case supporting the arrest warrant remains sealed. We do understand why this case has drawn the attention it has from across our community, and also across our country. But we want to do everything we can to make sure we achieve justice for Gannon. So we're not going to talk about the facts of the case going forward. We want to make sure that we protect these criminal proceedings. Anytime a child goes missing, it's natural for people to want to help out. And we encourage people, if you have credible tips, to still report those tips to the Sheriff's Department. We are going to continue this investigation. And really, it's a two-pronged investigation at this point, or process, I should say. One, we still want to bring Gannon home so that he can have a proper burial and his family can achieve the closure that they need. But we also want to hold the person that we are charging, Letitia Stauch, accountable for what she did in this case. She has been arrested on the following charges: murder in the first degree, child under 12 by a person in possession of trust. That is a Class 1 felony and carries a potential penalty of life in prison without parole. The other charges are child abuse resulting in death, tampering with the deceased body, and tampering with physical evidence. The extradition process is where we are now. We will proceed until we get Letitia back here to face formal filing of charges, which will be sometime in the coming days. We do have a team of folks in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina right now, 2 prosecutors from our office, FBI agents, and members of the El Paso County Sheriff's Office. They're collecting evidence even in South Carolina as we speak, and that will continue until they exhaust that effort. I do want to add, too, that all defendants, Letitia included, are innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. that will be the case. It's our burden to prove this case beyond a reasonable doubt. We are confident that we'll be able to do that. But because we have that burden and we want to protect these proceedings, we won't be commenting again on the facts of this case. Thank you very much.
Really am not in the correct mindset to be even standing up here, but if I had to say one thing, that when he said Gannon is no longer with us, I'd have to say Gannon is with us. After the stories of people from all over the world, he's not only my hero now, he's the world's hero. So I think the community, the positive support from a state that I've never visited other than 2 or 3 times, I'm astounded by the amount of love that's not come from me. It's came from my boy. And never thought I'd be standing here. It's a nightmare. I've had to put trust in the people I don't know. Today, I got the worst news and the best news. Obviously, we know what the worst news is, but the best news is that justice will be served. And I'll make sure that justice is served because my boy did not deserve any of this that has happened to him. So I urge media one more time just to hold off on questions until we know that this person, the stepmom that I even trusted, that she will pay 100% for the heinous thing she done. And I know that that's going to will be done. So I ask you guys, I beg and plead, if you've known, or if you see the story, all of you have seen this story, please hold that very close to you. Because I want to live this earth knowing that justice was served for my boy. And I know that you've seen pictures, you've seen stories, you've seen my little man. He is truly my hero. And I'm gladly giving that to you guys too, that he can be your hero. I've heard stories of people that have not prayed in years, that have finally fell on their knees to pray. And I know where my son's at, without a shadow of a doubt. So many families have been brought closer together because of this. I know my boy is special, and I've told my people and my family and friends that Gannon has a testimony, that Gannon has a story. He's special. And this is his story. So make that story magnificent, who my child is. And I'm putting my trust into you guys to do that. So thank you for allowing Gannon to be your hero and sharing with us.
So now I'm going to read a statement from Al, Gannon's dad. In a moment on September 29th, 2008, my heart stopped as my baby boy entered this world way too early, weighing only 1 pound, 6 ounces. His infectious smile and constant laughter made an impact on every single person he's ever met. Although I missed the years when he was learning to walk, learning to talk, and he had welcomed his little sissy home from the hospital, I've been looking forward to his teenage years and the fun we had ahead of us as he became a young man. In a moment, on March 2nd, 2020, my heart stopped again with what we have heard up to this point. My little boy is not coming home. We will never play Nintendo again. No more Taco Tuesdays. No more...
Oh, God.
Smooth-looking haircuts. No more Big Bubba for my Lena, and no more G-Man for the world. The person who committed this heinous, horrible crime is one that I gave more to anyone else on this planet, and that is a burden that I will carry with me for a very long time. But the God I believe in is the owner and decider of justice and vengeance. Only he can repay. Although I am selfish and want my baby boy here, now and forever, how can I question God for bringing Gannon home to him? Because Gannon believed in God, and I will never stop believing. Thank you to the El Paso County Sheriff's Office and the FBI for the thousands of hours it took to uncover the truth as we know it, and may they stay strong and focused as they move forward. The mugshot for Letitia will be available on our social media platforms as soon as she is formally booked into the Horry County Sheriff's Office Detention Facility. I do have press packets available for the media, which will be available at the conclusion of the press conference. As Senior District Attorney Michael Allen said, all investigation questions should be directed to the District Attorney's Office. All search effort information will continue to come from the El Paso County Sheriff's Office. Right now, I'd like to take the time to thank the media for your constant coverage and not letting this nation forget Gannon. Our work is not done. Let's continue to work together to find him. Thank you for coming.
There you have it, an incredibly emotional press conference just wrapping up regarding the case of Gannon Stauch, the missing 11-year-old who's been missing since January 27th, day 35. We finally get some big news in the case. An arrest has been made.
5 weeks to the day that Gannon actually went missing. His stepmother, Letitia Stauch, has been taken into custody this morning in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Right. She is facing charges of first-degree murder of a child under 12 by one in a position of trust, child abuse resulting in death, tampering with a deceased body, and tampering with evidence. That first charge carries a sentence of life in prison without parole, and she's being held in South Carolina without bond until she was extradited back here to Colorado Springs.
Once again, Gannon's body still has not been found. There's going to be many new details coming.
It's buffering, guys.
Out about this, but the sheriff's office also telling us they want justice for Gannon, so the details will come slowly.
And this is the first time that they have publicly said that they do not believe Gannon is alive. Heartbreaking news there, as up until this point they have been saying that they are so hopeful in bringing Gannon home safely, and now we realize that they do not believe that that is possible.
Once again, Gannon's stepmother, Letitia Stauch, taken into custody for Gannon Stauch's murder this morning. We'll have more coming up at 5 and on fox21news.com. Thanks for sticking with us.
We now return you to your normal programming.
Her mugshot's not posted yet, guys. I just looked. Screen Learning, I seen your comment a while ago. Honestly, I don't think that that would taint a jury. If anything, since this has received the coverage that it has, they'll probably pick a jury out of state. And she does have First Amendment rights. When somebody says you will pay, it can be taken different ways. I don't think that what she said would cause a mistrial. Now, if she actually threatened her, bodily harm, something like that. But I just, oh God. I'm sorry, guys. I know, Katrina. Really? I know. My son gets home in 30 minutes. Hug your kids tight, guys. Hug your kids tight. That poor little boy. Maria, the stepmother, was charged with first-degree murder, child neglect, um, messing with a corpse, murder in the first degree, also with a child under 12, which is a class 1 felony. Life imprisonment without parole are the charges. I honestly, with the way that she's acted, you guys, she's not going to take a plea deal. She'll want to go on trial, and more than likely, I'd say she's probably ignorant enough to take the stand. It's all about her. It's all about her. All she was worried about was her. And the fact that he had to cut that camera feed during that first interview, she wouldn't even turn around and look. She wouldn't even turn around and look when saying it. You could tell those were crocodile tears. I have real tears for this little boy, and I've never even met him. She tucked this boy in at night. His mommy didn't even get to say goodbye. His daddy didn't get to say goodbye. His daddy was out of town. His little sister didn't even get to see him. How many times have I said, with these cases, you have to put your emotions aside? And I thought I was doing pretty good. There's no way that you cannot cry over something like this. That poor little boy, that's all I can think about. Him telling her I'm bleeding, and then she cuts the video off. That poor little boy. No telling what he went through. Oh, guess what? He's not in any pain anymore. He's having more fun than any of us could imagine. But God bless it. He was so little. He's so young. And I feel, personally, I feel when we leave this earth, our job here is done. So obviously, Gannon made an impact on somebody's life. And I know this kind of sounds funny, but I mean, not funny, but I really do believe that we leave this earth when our job's done. Gannon already impacted all of us. We never even met him. Please, I ask you all, whether you believe or not, if you can find it in your heart to say an extra prayer for this family tonight, today, right now. Also, pray for everybody that's listening, that's watching, that's researched this case. And all the other missing children out there. Tylee, JJ, we still have hope. Get it together, Kim. Oh, God. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you. Thanks for sharing this with me. Thanks for being here with me. Because I honestly don't think I could have watched that alone. Thank you so much for being here with me, you all. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Mia, I want to personally say thank you. And you guys, Mia was out helping search for little Gannon. She's a personal friend of mine. She's an amazing person. She goes through daily struggles as we all do. And she still went out there and helped. Thank you, Mia, for keeping me informed as well. I appreciate it. Jen B, thank you. Mama, I wish you were here right now so I could give you a hug. I love you too, Mia. I've known Mia now for how long, Mia? 8 years? I've got so many emotions going through my mind right now. Hey, Mac. I just want my little boy to hurry up and get home. I know, Bowie. I will, honey. You know, that would be the only way that I would want an actual trial, is for her to actually speak and tell the truth, but I doubt that's going to happen. We may never know. We may never know. I really do hope that justice is served. I was in town earlier with my husband. My eyes were so dry. Maybe my eyes knew I was going to be praying or crying pretty hard and praying. But okay, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. Anything else pops off, I'll go live, okay? So make sure you've got the bell hit if it works. And just know I love you all. And God bless you all. And much love.